Welcome. This playlist is called Crazy Fix with Frazee. I'm going to be picking a topic and I'm going to be pretty much giving y'all my input and hopefully it helps you out in your daily life. I'm not sure which situation you guys are in, but I'm pretty sure you can relate and I will help you out. Just hear me out, all right? Now, this is my first one I'm going to do, so I'm going to do it on the topic of he's just not that into you. Now, a lot of females go. This actually could be for guys too, actually, but who cares, right? Who cares about them? They good. They good. Now, I'm just gonna talk about three main things that you can point out to see whether or not your guy's really into you. Now, it might not be these three things, but these are like three of the main things that like. I personally use myself, so I know what I'm talking about. All right. Now, bear with me now, all right? The first one is if you know he's really not into well, yeah, I should probably check out the movie. That was a really good movie. Yeah, I love like romantic movies and girly you can call it girly movies. I like that shit. So what? But I recommend you guys watching that movie though. But all right, the first thing that you can tell if the guy's not into you is simple. If he don't text or call you first, sweetheart, he's probably not that into you. Now, of course, you might say, no, he told me that he was working a lot or he's busy doing this. Listen, I've used like I said, I speak from experience. I use this. I used it before. Past tense. Past tense. All right. I used this before. If I went out if I went out with a date with a girl and if the date was really good, like she thinks it was really good, and I think it was really good, best believe me as in the guy. I mean, 9 times out of 10, everybody. I mean, the guy should text first. It's no golden rule, but I think that should be the fucking golden rule. But if I had a good time and all that, of course, that's the first thing I'm gonna do. I'm not even gonna wait the next day. I'm gonna make sure when you get home or when I get home, I'm gonna text you, I'm gonna call you or something. You know what I mean? And I will always do it first. If I'm not into the girl and it was an okay date and stuff like that, I'm probably gonna be once I leave with her, I'm probably gonna be busy doing something else, hanging with my boys, playing with my son, or working on my own shit. So I probably will find an excuse to use and tell you, oh, I got caught up with something, I'm sorry, or oh, I've been busy, oh, you slipped my mind, I fell asleep early. All that is bullshit. Well, I can't really say all of it. 99.9% is bullshit if the guy's telling you that excuse. Believe me, I know I'm talking about, I use it myself. So if he's not calling you or texting you either that first night or the next day, then sweetheart, he's probably not that into you. And that's okay though. Girls be thinking like it's the end of the world. Oh my God, he's not okay. There are a billion people on this planet, a billion. Why stress over one guy? Because you like one guy? Fuck that. Get somebody else. You know what I mean? So that was the first thing. Uh, the second thing is if you've been talking for a while and you're still like on the fence whether or not he's into you, the second thing is does he talk about his interests and his likes with you? That's a big one. Now, it's a difference between if you're asking him questions about it and then he's giving you answers, but if he's not the one that's engaging, that's wrong choice of words. Initiating the conversation on, oh, I like to do this, or my interests are this, or I'm very passionate about this topic, or just explaining their goals and stuff like that. Like I said, I'm not necessarily their goals because if you're on the first 2 dates, you're probably not talking about that, but his interest itself, that should be something that comes up in a very early stage of whatever you call your relationship thing with the guy, your first date or whatever you call it, right? If he's not telling you the things he likes, the things he don't like, and talking about what's interests him, then he's probably not that into you. Because if I'm dating a girl, I'm gonna let her know the things I like to see if we are compatible in that aspect. You know what I mean? You gotta talk. Communication is very important. And if he's just like it's like a one-sided conversation, and you're doing most of the talking, or the talking that he's doing is like pretty much answering your questions, sweetheart, he's probably not that into you. Now, there's a small chance he might be shy, but 9 times out of 10, he's probably not shy. He's just not into. Don't know what to say. He don't want to waste his time getting to letting you know him for who he is. If his mind is not there, he's already shut off, point blank. All right. Thank me later. The third one I'm talking about is I guess I don't know. It's, does he take you out in public? That's a big one, because that's a huge one, actually, huge one, because a lot of people they get that confused. Well, that's not really is a hard one, but it's easy to see where you stand at in his eyes. If you be like, oh babe, how come we haven't went on a date? And he has an excuse, oh, I don't know, just come over, come over. You're probably just a booty call. Now, if you gave it up to him already before like the first date, it happens. I'm not judging you. It happens, whatever, you know what I mean? That's okay. Just because a girl give it up on the first date, do not mean that she's a whore, nothing like that. People who got that whole thing messed up. Don't believe in that. Now, it's a difference between if you let him, if y'all had sex, and then the next time, like you kind of like, all right, I gave in, I had sex, it was great, I really liked the guy, but I actually want to go out like on a date. And if you voice your opinions and he's like, no, coming up with excuses and stuff like that, he's not that into you. Do not buy in. Oh, babe, I'm busy. Like guys will sell you well, an asshole. I'm a guy. I've been in that position before though, so I guess I was an asshole. I was an asshole too. But I'm trying to give you guys the insight on Eddie Frazier. I'm smart too. I've dealt with a lot of females in my lifetime. I'm only 29 though, but I know what the hell I'm talking about, all right? But yes, like I said, so if he's not taking you out in public, he's not going on dates, and the only time you ever go out is at nighttime, and he's not around his friends and nobody's around, then he's not that into you. He's probably trying to keep you on the down low. Now think about everything I talked about in this video, all of the main three things. I'm gonna go over it again. The main three things. He don't call or text you. He's not that into you. If he's not, second thing, if he's not showing you interest, or him being the one letting you know, oh, I like this or I don't like this, he's not that into you. Thirdly, if he's not trying to show you off, take you out in public or around his friends and stuff like that, sweetheart, he's just not that into you. It's okay though. You got me. I'll be your friend. I'll be your date. Seriously though, those are the three main things that you guys, females, need to look out to see whether or not if a guy's into you. All right. I hope you guys like this video, and don't forget to like the video, and if you're new to this channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. I'm uploading videos on a daily basis. This playlist I just created, I'm going to be trying to do it probably every 2 days or every 3 days, and feel free to comment below what topics you guys want me to talk about. I'm an open book, and I'll give you the raw truth. I hope you guys don't get your feelings hurt, because it's the raw truth. All right, you guys have a good one. Till the next video.